Hello folks, welcome to the Whiskered Woodcarver. I'm Jeff C, and this is the show where I carve for about 30 minutes and chat with my friends, which is you. So I'm so excited to see you guys there. There's already some chatting going on in the comments. I see Kristen Anderson, always awesome to see you. Joshua is here as well. So yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm a live video and a visual marketing strategist, if you want to know what I do for my day job. But I usually say that. I don't know. I'm all so excited that everybody's here chatting. So we finished with Mr. Bear yesterday, and Monday, I mean, and getting ready to paint. We may do a painting show on Friday. I haven't decided yet. I got to make sure I've got all my paints. But we are starting on a new project. We're starting on the Gnome Santa. Yeah, he's pretty cool. So we'll see if I can get it focused. There he is. So yeah, that's Mr. Gnome Santa. This was probably my most difficult project I have done. So come on, get in focus there, buddy. Where did it go? Right there. Okay. Yeah, he's probably the most difficult one that I've done. Man, it's fighting for focus. But anyway, so I need to do another one. You always be practicing. So that's the one I cut my hand open on. So I've been a little hesitant to do it. So yeah, that's what we're going to start on today. So we are going to jump right into the carving cam and get started. So yeah, here's Mr. Santa, Blue Eyes Santa. A couple things that I want to do different on this one. I want to make sure I didn't get his like eyebrows defined as much as I wanted to. This hat's supposed to have more of a brim on it, and that's where it slipped off. And if you can see the scar right there, I think it was like 10 or 11 stitches went right into the heel of my hand. So that's why you wear the correct glove. So we're going to start doing that. I've already got the blank cut out. So like here is the blank on that I cut out on the bandsaw. So we are going to start with this and get cracking today. I'll show you probably next time the magazine that I actually I pulled it from, because I didn't really have a pattern other than in the magazine. So it was kind of, like I said, it was my toughest one. So I'm going to put on the safety equipment. Hey, there is Madam Rainbow Pants. She goes, yay, on time. Awesome. I'm so glad that we were able to connect this time. I see you over on Twitch, Gaming of the Storm. So I'm going to actually use, because we are roughing it out, this is another one of my Helvey knives, and this is a lot bigger. So it's great for roughing them out at the beginning. So that's what we're going to start with today. And of course, we'll probably go to my other my go-to one. Oh, you want to see the finished bear? So here is the bear. We're gonna paint him on maybe Friday. Like I said, I gotta make sure. But see, we got a little bigger patch here in the booty. We thought that would be a good addition. Still need to go over him with my dental brush to clean up some of the fuzzies. But he is ready to go, I think. So yeah, fancy bear. Got all his details in. So yeah, we'll probably paint him shortly. I've got some other things to carve too. So, but yeah, we're getting ready to do Mr. Gnome Santa. It's like I like to call him, but we'll see how it goes. So, Madam Rainbow Pants, I know you're getting ready for your new teaching job, so I hope the preparation is going well. What was the actual date where you start? Did you say that? Yeah, Joshua goes, the rainbowness is here. That's Mrs. Rainbowness to you, Joshua. All right, let me go get my other knife, and we'll sharpen that one while we're at it, just to get it going. So this one's interesting because if you can see the gnome hat and the tree are like right there together. So that's a little tough. And he's got a pretty big snouz on him. So you got to take away a lot of wood down there. You can kind of see right here, that's the line of his nose. So that's what we got to take a lot of wood off on this one. That's why I like to use this big knife. So we'll go ahead and get started. We're going to just kind of start simple and take off some wood for the hat. Just get it going there. But the topic for today, I didn't even mention that, was what do you guys think will be obsolete in look at that split right there. What do you think will be obsolete in 5 years? That's what I want to know. What do you guys think? So what I'm doing over here, you can't see me. I'm spraying it with that solution. Okay, so Madam Rainbow Pants says, September 8th is supposed to be the first day of school. Teachers start getting ready mid-August, though. I've been warned, though, prep for the first day of school being August 31st. They're just still deciding. Yeah. I was wondering how that's going to affect everything. So we'll see how much we can do in this 25 minutes we've got left with each other. Probably get quite a bit of it roughed out here. There's the nose, and the hat brim's kind of right here, so we'll get going. Yeah, so obsolete in 5 years. Face masks for the general public, hopefully. It's really scary kind of here. There's not a lot of, I mean, in Texas you see some people because they have to, like if they're serving food. But I haven't seen a lot of the general public, and that makes me nervous because ours are on the rise. So, yeah, there's that. So, will we have flying cars? Everybody says we're supposed to have flying cars by then. And by now we're supposed to, at least. I haven't seen those yet. Yes, Madam Rainbow Pants, it is on the rise again. Houston especially isn't doing super right now. So, but yes, that would be good. That's a good one to be gone in 5 years. So, Madam Rainbow Pants says, my province seems to think COVID doesn't exist anymore. I feel like the only one wearing a mask at the stores. Well, I think in the long run, you're going to probably be, they'll be looked at as wise. My thing is, let's say masks don't work at all. There's, I'm still trying to protect others around me and myself, so I kind of go for the lowest common denominator. But we're not here to talk about that. So masks in 5 years will be gone. What about, I'm wondering if like normal cable TV will be around, because of all the subscription things. I mean, like HBO just came out on a subscription thing. Netflix is still huge. I wonder if there'll be even like normal stations anymore. I mean, how long is it? The only time we watch like local news, really, and then when we do watch local news, it's on YouTube TV, but it's when there's a storm, like if we want to see what the weather is. So I'm kind of, yeah, Jody goes land phone lines. Yeah, we got rid of ours recently, because if this 5G is going to be what everybody says it's going to be, that's going to be pretty awesome. So she has a confession. She reuses her disposable mask. Well, that kind of defeats the purpose there, Madam Rainbow Pants. My mom made us ours, and it actually, you can wash them, and then you can take out the filter and replace that. So that was kind of cool. Mom's crafty that way. Joshua goes taxi cabs. Ooh, that's right. With Uber and stuff. Yeah, I don't think I've ever done a taxi recently at all. It's always been Uber, like when I traveled to social media, marketing world, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's a good call, Joshua. So let me see here. I need to do a little, so I don't do it too crazily. So here's the tree right here, and so I want to make sure that I have the tree is by his face. Make sure I have enough spots here that I know where that tree is going to be. Like that, probably. Looks pretty good. So we're just going to do like this. Make me a little line. Then I'm going to cut to it so I have a little groove so I know that where the tree is. So Random Rainbow Pants goes, my old boss made fun of me for teaching my students to type. He said everything will be voice commands eventually. Yeah, but yes, they still do need that skill pretty bad. You are right, Madam Rainbow Pants. I agree with you on that. It's so funny. I remember my typing teacher in high school. I was horrible, and I was always getting in trouble in there. And I think I squeaked by with a C- or a D. I mean, it was horrible. And now, look what I do. It's all that. So that's kind of funny. So I'm just kind of getting the lay of the land here. Trying to think of where I want to make all my cuts. That was one of the things that attracted me about this this carving, is that tree and that he's carrying that tree, and then also the cool little staff. That is actually, I believe, a bamboo skewer for grilling that I use for that. I did not carve a little staff. I actually used a skewer for that one. Oh, you can't even see what I'm doing. Sorry. Tilt this out a little bit. There we go. So I'm trying to think of what else I think will be obsolete in 5 years. That's a long way. A lot has happened in 5 years. So, Madam Rainbow Pants, I remember being close to tears in grade 7 in 92, 93 when I couldn't type in computer class. I thought I would never learn. Then when I was 20, we got an internet in our house. 1 year of addiction to the internet later, I went from, 17 words per minute to 80. That'll do it. That was with me in college. I had to have those embarrassing blinders they put on my keyboard that you couldn't look. They like those horse blinders, but they put them on for me. That was the mark of shame in typing class. Mrs. Gordon did that to me. Annette McDonald, it's been a while since I stopped by. This is a little gnome. Thank you, Annette, for stopping by. I appreciate it. Yeah. This will be my second one I've done. So change up a couple things on him, but I really like this pattern that I got from I think it was Woodcarving Illustrated magazine. How's things, Annette, in Australia? So it's got to be, I always forget the time. You're like a day ahead or something. It's got to be like early in the morning for you, right? Like 7? Am I right? I always talk to Donna, and she's always got these, Donna Moritz from Socially Sorted, and she's always, it's like time travel when you're trying to schedule with Australia. Madam Rainbow Pants goes, ooh, I feel so cool when I have students watching me type and they're all like, whoa, madam, you type so fast. And it's very satisfying. Yes, smirkingly so. 8 a.m. Thursday. Yeah, I was close. Yeah. 8 a.m. Yes. It's tomorrow. So crazy. And we're a day behind for you guys. Nuts. But thank goodness for the amazing intranets where we can have these conversations wherever we are. I'm going to switch to my little, just because it's kind of biting too much. I have a little bit more control here. So Annette McDonald she is head of Easel, which is a very cool platform. If you have any idea like what Canva is to create graphics online, Easel's really similar, but in many ways better. I use it a lot when I'm creating graphics. So if you haven't checked out Easel, E-A-S-I-L, check them out because they're amazing. And Annette, I need to talk to you about like templates, because I'm doing some pin templates for pins, for video pins, and I wanted to make sure I included easel in that. So I need to send you an email. So how's my week been? Madam Rainbow Pants asked. It has been good. The first part of the week has been crazy. I did a lot of live video for people. The first part of the week I didn't do much of anything, because I knew, like, today I did 2 lives for clients, and then tomorrow I do 2, and then on Friday I do the Social Media Examiners show, and so there's a lot going on at the end of the week. So I tried to lay low a little bit the beginning of this week, because I knew it was going to be crazy today and tomorrow and Friday. That's not the right spelling. E-A-S-I-L. Easel. Josh, you need to go check it out. If you like, make some graphics for your so when you're for your business. It's really, really cool. You bet, Annette. I love easel. I think it's really cool. I love layers that you can do in it, and you guys' templates are so good. So just trying to get the top of this little tree here. And you can see there's another little thing we need to start, like, carving some a little groove in there, so we have like the first part of the bow. Is that what the trick term is? We'll see. We'll say it is. There we go. So we need to do it here in the back a little bit too, so it goes all the way around. We kind of need to get some of these little cut lines from my saw out. I'll clean these up later. This is just, they call this roughing it out, and so that's what we're doing right now. We're just kind of roughing stuff out. So we also need to make the line here on the back where things are going to be. Just kind of guesstimating it. Kind of like that. So we'll go ahead and do that. So pretty close. Close enough. Close enough for who it's for, as my dad always would say. So, no, I'm not following there was this whole thing, and it looks a lot, I need to show you the original in the magazine I saw. It kind of had a general kind of how-to, but it wasn't like, it wasn't as much as I wanted to. Like I said, this Gnome Santa is probably the most difficult one I have done in my short little carving career. But it turned out okay. And so, thought it was time. I already had cut this blank out a while back, so I thought it was time to, might as well go ahead and try it again. Make another one. I like to carve, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 versions of it before I feel like I've mastered it, you know. And I always learn something every time I do another carving. So it's kind of that, what is it, that 10,000 hours before you become a master of something? Is that Malcolm Gladwell? So we'll do another little tree cut here. Look at that. Kind of have it like that. Because that's his nose. Yeah, we're getting it. Round this up a little bit. Yeah, and even just in, you know, we've got 10 minutes left and we've still got a lot done this time. Just kind of rounding this part of the tree and that crevice we cut earlier. Just like that. This one is kind of weird to hold. It's not the easiest. It's kind of an awkward size for a block. I know some guys put them in a vise and carve them that way. A lot of the bigger pieces they'll use like a chisel and a little mallet. And I have never done that. I don't know how I would like it. I move stuff around too much to do that, I think. Oh, Jim, Mr. Jim Fuse from Fusion Marketing. Awesome show he does on LinkedIn. He says he thinks shopping malls could be obsolete in 5 years. I agree. That is a good point, Jim. I think with everything going on and then all the e-commerce stuff that we're like a lot of people who even weren't doing e-commerce are now doing it. I agree. It'll be interesting if they turn into something like that will be social because people will still need that. Hey, there's George. George, long time. How are you doing, buddy? Are you doing okay that some of New York's starting to open up? Are you able to go out and shoot some photos? So Joshua says, hey, checked out Easel the little bit. I'll look more tomorrow. And I think the biggest issue, I don't have a logo yet. Well, Easel could help you create one. Look at some of their stuff in there. I'll give you some good ideas, Josh. Oh, so George has made a custom holder for things that he has carved. That's really cool. So, George, what do you think is going to be obsolete in 5 years? Like Jim said, shopping malls. Let's see, what else have we had? So we were talking about typing. You know, think, will we be just speaking into our phones in 5 years or into our computers? We already start to. I have Miss Amazon, who I talk to all the time, who controls a lot of stuff in my house. Hey, Wendy, how are you doing? So Wendy is an incredible artist. She is also has been on the team at Social Media Examiner for a long time. Good friend. She is an incredible artist. She does these really cool, and I don't know, where did you find this out, Wendy? These paper flower art that you do. I mean, it's so unique and cool. Where did you get inspired to do that from? Is that your creation, or did you see somebody else do it? That is really, really cool. George says he is good. Business is still halted, but Long Island just opened to phase 2 today, and photography is in phase 2, and in parties less than 10. I need to wear PPP to operate. Gotcha. Well, that's good, George. Hopefully you can start doing some of that again. So we're just rounding the trees here, doing happy little cuts for George. Yeah, George. So, Wendy, I started making them when I was planning my own wedding because I didn't want a boring bouquet. Okay, that's where it came up. That's really cool that's how you came up with that. They are very cool. So, feel free, Wendy, to drop a link to your Etsy shop in here so people can check out those, because they are very cool. Yeah, so George says, I hope institutional racism will be obsolete in 5 years. Yes, sir. That is good. That is something we all need to work towards. Yes. That's still too long, I think. 5 years, actually. Hopefully we can be done with it sooner than that. What about movie theaters? Yeah, Kristen. Happy little cuts. Kristen, what do you think is going to be obsolete in 5 years? I want to know. Social contact? I hope it's not obsolete. Joshua. That's part of, I think, how we're wired. We need social contact. At least I do anyway. Sometimes. All right, 5 minutes. We're getting some stuff done. Getting this tree roughed out here. Just need to rough out the hat a little bit. And I really like how this hat kind of leans, kind of like Harry Potter-ish, I guess. I think that's kind of cool, so I'm going to try to do some of that again. Coal energy. Can Trump memes be obsolete in 5 years? Yeah. I just hope political stuff on social would be obsolete in 5 years. Yes, I always forget Biblioflora. Thank you, Wendy, for putting that in there. So, if you want to see some creative stuff from my pal Wendy, you need to go check it out because she does very cool, interesting things with these bouquets. Vacuums run by humans. See, I think you would love it too much, Jody. I don't think you would let a robot do it. Remember, what was that robot in the Jetsons? Was it Rosie? That she would do all that stuff? I just want flying cars. And you know, the Uber's already working on like those self-driving helicopters. I think that's a little... You get nervous getting a self-operated, self-driving car. Would you get in a self-flying helicopter? I don't know if we're ready for that yet. Yeah, I used to have a robot vacuum and it got too smart. It was like Skynet. We had to turn it off.
I didn't get that.
Oh, did you hear?
Try again.
See? We somehow triggered her. I don't know why. Start talking about robots. Siri's always listening. So trying to get this hat going. I wonder if movie theaters are going to bounce back. That's what I wonder. I think they will, but it makes me a little nervous. Yeah, Madam Rainbow Pants has all political answers for me today. Coal mining in, where'd you say? In, oh gosh, I can't even see it in the comments. Oh, in Alberta. Yeah. I would love to get solar panels here because it gets hot. Because I just would like to be off the grid. I think it's kind of cool. So, Madam Rainbow Pants says, they are turning our airport into a movie drive-in theater. How cool. I love drive-in theaters. If I had a bunch of money, I would make one because I just think they're cool. Hey, I can't pronounce it, from Mixer. He goes, thanks for a relaxing stream. Greetings from Spain. Great to see you. Thanks for stopping by over on Mixer. I'm glad this is relaxing for you. That's the whole goal. So Annette says, movies are open here in Australia with 15 people. Oh, wow. Okay for Gold Class, but smaller cinemas must be suffering. Yeah. Yeah. I love going to movies. I hate that this is happening. I just don't know. Because I think even if they're allowed, how comfortable are people going to be going there? So there's a lot of factors. You know, I go for the experience. I like going. I like to go and eat and have it brought to me, you know, those ones where you can actually eat. There's a really cool one in Texas called Alamo Draft House, which is just really, really cool. I hope they make it through all this. So Kristen says, I feel an obsolete in 5 years. Major brands we've known for years. Microsoft, maybe? Craigslist, yeah. I haven't thought about them in a long time. Toys R Us, they went bankrupt, out of business. Yeah. I remember going to Toys R Us and getting my kids Christmas stuff. It's kind of sad. It's a little sad when you see those nostalgic things go. But, you know, then other cool things come. I think VR stuff. I have the Quest and those kind of things. If you haven't strapped on one of those things, there's some cool stuff coming, folks. I just think I am a nerd, but it is really, really cool. But in 5 years, you know what I think is going to be even more is this crafting stuff. I think people are going to learn that they need to be off screen more for mental health, and like Wendy does her awesome bouquets and the carving stuff, and people are, you know, wanting to get back to some of the basic stuff. And I think being in where we've been, people are realizing that maybe the hustle and grind and hashtag no sleep isn't as important as it, you know, as it made out to be. So that's what I'm thinking. Maybe we'll in 5 years learn to chill a little bit more than we have been and not have to be forced to do it. So, and that's our time. So, Madam Rainbow Pants says Toys R Us is still alive in Canada. Madam Rainbow Pants goes, does Wendy want to make a bouquet for my graduation stream on Friday? Can she send it to Winnipeg by then? Oh, that's funny. So Kristen says, us two, we named our robot Vacuum Wall-E, and my mom's is named Eva. That's good. Eva says our newest theater's open now with reservations up to like 20 people. That's the way to go see a movie, with only 20 people. So I am sharpening right now, Josh. We always end it with sharpening the knife, getting that all taken care of, because Josh will get on me. They are sharp, Josh. And with that, folks, look how much we got done off of just a blank today. We're getting there. Got the hat quite a bit. Our nice gnome Santa. As always, thank you guys so much for being here. Eva, I'm so glad that you were able to join in, and Madam Rainbow Pants and Soy I can't pronounce it, from Mixer from Spain. Thank you guys, and Madam Rainbow Pants. It's always awesome to see you here live. You have a good night as well. And with that, remember, there's 4 things I want you guys to remember. Number 1, remember we are apart but not alone. Number 2, wash your hands. Number 3, hug those people around you if you can. And 4, pray for our doctors and nurses on the front lines. This is still gonna be a deal for a while, so don't forget about them, because they are tirelessly working for us and taking care of us. And with that, I appreciate all you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you for the great conversation, keeping me company while I'm carving. And I will see you hopefully on Friday.